Hey everybody, how you doing this morning? So I've gotten a couple of comments from people asking me um, various questions about being codependent and what that means. I'm going to give you a little example of what that means. Basically, uh, when you're codependent, you really don't understand what normal healthy relationships are. So you will gravitate to what you're familiar with. In my case, and with the case with a lot of people who had difficult childhoods, we were told lies about ourselves and the world around us. We were told we were not good enough. We were told that we were bad. We were told really horrible things. And we didn't learn what respect was. And you can't learn what respect is unless you're respected. You can't learn virtue unless you're treated virtuously. So I grew up thinking a lot of horrible behavior was normal. And part of the problem with that is when you get older, it becomes more cemented. So that it's interesting because your subconscious mind goes, oh, this is normal. So you'll not notice unhealthy behavior on other people's part because your subconscious is going, oh, this is normal. So we have to retrain our brain in order to overcome that unhealthy behavior. Now, for example, um, I associated with somebody who consistently disrespected my beliefs um, and treated me like I was incompetent, treated me like I was a child. Um, this person was manipulative. This person was, he's basically a narcissist. Um, and one of this person's tactics was to basically tell me that I was evil. And this accusation of being evil is something that I had constantly heard throughout my childhood. And it was it wasn't, oh, you're evil or bad because of anything you've done. It's just, oh, you're inherently this way and there's no way to change. Um, so it's interesting because as a child I was sent on a wild goose chase, and for most of my adulthood I was sent on a goose chase of trying to figure out how I could stop being evil. And the reality of it is I was never evil. You know, I look at something like the Bible, right? Or the Quran or the Torah or whatever, and it's like I'm clearly more ethical than the deity that they worship. I'm more ethical than most people. And yet my life is filled with narcissistic individuals who are committed to the lie that I'm evil. And they do this so that I feel guilty, so that I comply with their wishes, their preferences. Of course, their actions and attitudes are not, you know, uh, open for scrutiny whatsoever. So anything they do, you can't scrutinize that, and it's good because it's them. Whereas anything I do is evil because it's me. I mean, that's such toxic thinking. That's such sick, twisted thinking. But when you're a codependent, you you think everybody else knows how to live your life better than you do. You think everybody else has the answers. And there's no discussion either. It's just to succeed, do this. It's like, okay, I did that, I didn't succeed. The opposite happened. Oh, well, it's a foolproof plan, and it's your fault that you failed, and because you're a failure, you're this, you're evil, you're whatever. Right? It's not. It's never society. It's never. It's never the schemes of other people. It's never other people's advice. It's always you, which you know creates this absurd level of magical responsibility. Oh, you're responsible for everything that happens to you in life. It's and it's interesting because it's like we have this new age nonsense. Like the book The Secret, where you're supposed to magically be able to create the reality you want. Well, that's all well and good if you have complete control of everything, but you don't. But you're made to feel responsible. And then you're manipulated. You're manipulated by your emotions. You're manipulated by your virtue. You're manipulated by your ethics. Because, somebody who's naturally ethical, if they hurt someone, they're going to feel bad. I am constantly in a mood where I feel bad because I feel like I've hurt people or offended people or done something horrible to people, and I know that's absolute bullshit. I know it's, nobody else's feelings are a mortgage on my life, and yet I come across people who, even in YouTube comments, people who, you know, I don't. They're like SJWs or something. They're social aggressives. They want, they want me to be a certain way. And codependence, when you're codependent, you fall into that because you're like, okay, I'll be this person you think I am in order to get attention, get acknowledgement, get any kind of interaction. I know for me, I have a very hard time making friends. And I would really love to love people, but I've been hurt so much in my life that it just makes it very, very difficult to be even interested in people. And I hate to say that, but there are interesting people that I'm subscribed to a lot of them on YouTube, but most people are pretty boring. It's like try to have a conversation about philosophy or psychology or anything with most people. It just goes over their heads. And then they want to call you boring because you're not interested in the latest sports scores or who some celebrity is sleeping with at the moment. It's just, I want to focus on things that matter. I'm going to focus on life. I'm going to focus on truth. I'm going to focus on virtue. I'm going to focus on things that matter. There's so much that most people major in the minors. And as a codependent, when you're a codependent, you have a tendency to do that. You have a tendency to slip into that mindset. And some people say, well, I don't know, it's just, I'm sorry for these long pauses. It's just, I'm so fed up with thinking that I'm evil. And it's there in the back of my mind, it's subconscious. It's a toxic belief system, it's a toxic thought process. And yet